The floor is yours.
Hey all! Welcome back to the third episode of Corb's Kitchen. Glad to see we have another sold out audience and that you all made the trek out in this torrential downpour of rain that we're having here in Southern California. So thanks for coming. Hey, you're back again. Good to see you.
Well, I know you guys all loved our jokes from last week, our puns about rice, so we've got a joke this week, and it'll help you decipher what the theme is for today. So, if you guys want to hear a joke about pizza, anyone want to hear a joke about pizza?
I do.
Never mind, it's too cheesy.
Even Don Ho thinks it's funny.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the cricket.
Yeah.
Want to do it again?
No, it's fine. Just keep all this in there.
So, after our request last week of asking people if there were to please send us any of their ideas, one of the first ideas we got was from our neighbor Cheryl. Cheryl, thank you so much.
Last name.
Oh.
Then I'm gonna look him up. Let's do it again. That's why I just have her first name in there.
Okay, so scratch.
Well, let's put a beep on it. That's fine. Okay, keep going.
No, that'd be funny.
Yeah, let's put a beep on there. Cheryl beep.
Cheryl beep. Anyway, she asked that we make gluten-free pizza. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to segue away from desserts and actually make you an entree for tonight.
Yeah, believe it or not, we know how to make things other than desserts. So we'll see how it turns out. You need to make it bigger?
No, because I already said it.
No, but you didn't.
Yes, this week we'll be making gluten-free pizza. And when the dough is done...
No, we'll be making the dough. And then we'll... Oh, jeez. Why even write a script if you're not going to look at it?
We'll make pizza, but in our
We're
family...
going to be making dough. We're not just making dough. Because if you said, we're going to make pizza dough.
Okay.
And then we're just going to eat that.
Okay. We're making dough, and then we're going to make pizza. And in my family, they like Mexican-themed pizza. So that's what we're going to have for you today.
And what's on this Mexican pizza?
The Mexican pizza, it is ground beef, traditional pizza crust with a little bit of tomato sauce, not too much because my cohort here does not care for tomatoes. Then we mix ground beef with a package of then we add onions, cilantro, cheese, diced avocado at the end, and top it all with guacamole. So that's what we're looking forward to tonight.
Well, so we have we had rice fact. Do we have rice facts?
We did, and I don't think they went over well.
Well, so we have pizza facts. Did you know that Americans consume over 350 slices per second? So we'll see how much we can eat per second.
No wonder we have a weight problem here.
Yep.
Also, that pepperoni is one of the #1 toppings.
And we aren't even using it.
Nope. And anchovies are one of the last.
And we're using extra anchovies.
Ah, yeah, right.
So enough with all the great jokes and the pizza facts. Let's learn.
Let's get this shoe on the road.
Oh, geez. Here we go. She's recycling jokes. We've hit a new low.
It was a hit the first time.
So let's learn how to make this bad boy here. And then...
All right, many steps to this one. Don't have these all memorized, but we'll see what we can do. I started off by chopping up all the tomatoes. I make 2 pizzas, one for one side of the family.
One for the dogs and one for the humans.
There you go. So chop up the tomatoes, chop up the onions, chop up the cilantro, and cook up the meat. So we're all ready to go with that. I've pre-made the sauce, which is a 15-ounce can of diced tomatoes that I've ground up so it makes a sauce, adding sugar and oregano, and I believe a little salt to it. And then we'll stir that and get that going. In the interim, I've put all the flours together. There's multiple flours for this gluten-free pizza. First time with some of them, so we'll see how it's going to go. We put on the stove the milk, some water, and we heat that up until it's warm, not too hot, because you're going to add the yeast to it. And if the liquid mixture is too hot, then the yeast doesn't work. So we'll add the yeast to that. We'll add then the egg whites, I believe the sugar, and probably some more salt and oil to that, and I'll dump it into the flour mixture and mix that up in the Cuisinart. And that'll be our start.
That's just the beginning.
That's just the beginning. Should I continue?
Yeah, you're the recipe lady.
Oh, the recipe lady. Okay. Well, in the interim, you heat your ovens to 400. Take out 2, if you have pizza stones. Otherwise, you can use the bottom of a cookie sheet and heat those up in a 400-degree oven for they're saying about 40 minutes, so that those get nice and hot. You've also mixed up your dough and you've separated that, I believe, to let it start rising. I'm gonna need to. I'm just lost, Ethan, here.
Which part did you just do?
He had 2
Remove
square
rags,
pans.
have 12 ready, scrape dough using baking transfer.
Teaspoons of oil, then use stretch each ball into 9 inch. But yeah, I have to let it rise first.
Okay.
Right? Somewhere? Where is that?
Teaspoon. Plastic wrap. Let rise in warm, draft-free place until pizza is about 10 inches diameter and about 20
Oh,
minutes.
okay. So I've already rolled it. All right. So you take the dough and you separate it and roll it into a 9-inch round. They want you to do, and then put it on parchment paper on top of the upside-down cookie sheet, and let that rise for about
20 minutes.
20 minutes until hopefully it has enlarged itself. So now it's a 10-inch pizza. They want the crust to be about a 1/4 inch thick, and then the edges to be about a 1/2 inch thick. So hopefully, along with the yeast, it will end up being a nice chewy piece of pizza instead of some of the other gluten-frees that we've used that have become more like a
cracker
or a biscuit pizza.
The last paragraph there using.
Yeah. So using transfer 1 crust with parchment preheated, put and bake. Oh, so you're going to bake the pizza crust first for a few minutes, about 5 to 10 minutes, just to kind of crisp it up a little bit, and then you'll peel it off the parchment paper. You'll add your sauce that you've already pre-made. You'll add your sauce to not all the way to the edge of the crust, and then you'll layer your toppings. I start with the meat, and on the one pizza I put tomatoes, on the other I do not. So onions, cilantro, cheese, and then I reserve the chopped up avocado and the guacamole until the pizza's done. So
What about this? Just boiling, topping.
yes, because your pizza crust is already cooked, all you need to do now is just to broil it, almost like a boboli pizza, but hopefully a whole lot better. And you'll stick it under the broiler, giving yourself about a 1/2 inch, and broil for about 4 to 8 minutes until it looks like it's brown and bubbly. And top it with your extra cilantro if you choose, avocado, your guacamole. You're good to go.
And if you have any extra avocado, you can use it as a face mask.
There you go. Or send it to Aunt Judy.
Oh, jeez.
And you serve immediately. So enjoy.
All right, time for a little taste test.
Welcome back.
We're only having a small piece because we already ate a bunch.
We already ate dinner.
We are going to try this again for the second time.
Mine's too wet. Very good.
It's good, huh, Bella?
But what I will say is, long process.
Don't follow the recipe.
Don't follow the recipe. It required twice the amount of dry ingredients that the recipe called for. Perhaps because of a rainy day, I don't know. It even needed more than that, but I went with it. So it was worth it in the long run, but a lot of extra work. But I would say worth it, and definitely worth repeating. So signing off. Okay. Thank you all for joining us here on episode 3. If you like us, we ask you to sign up, let us know. Again, send us comments, send us requests for things that you'd like to see us make. We thank you for being here. We thank our studio audience once again for coming out in the rain. And we're giving everybody a free umbrella to get themselves home.
Oh, geez, boy, we're really making a lot of money now.
We are. We're rolling in the dough.